How we doing? How's everyone? T-Rob here with the Biz Pulse. Another exciting day. I think it's Wednesday. It's been one of those weeks where, man, I don't even know what day it is. I'm sure people have that. Super excited. We've got Corey Costa on tonight, and he's going to talk to us about all things crypto coins. So it should be fun. We should have some great conversations. We welcome, people to ask questions. I was just looking at my hat. It looks kind of crooked. Is it? Maybe it's my camera. So, but yeah, people can chime in when he gets in, and we can talk about things. He was having a little problems with his computer, so he should be in here shortly. But so with what's going on in the world today, it's a crazy world, right? You see my hat, make Texas a country again. And I don't know if you're from Texas or not. It's not really about Texas. It's about freedom and, having the rights we should have. But I'm not going to get on that right now because you're not really here to listen to me preach about this. But hope everyone have a good week. We got 12 guys in here. Draco, looking forward to this. You were the first in, man. Crypto Nade, what's up, y'all? Appreciate you being here. We'll see. Gratitude as always. The community rocks. Thank you, Will C. You rock as well, man. Sandip Child Hurry. Good morning. And Draco, love that hat, bro. Thanks, man. Thanks. It's kind of funny. I was on a family vacation, actually just my wife and I, and I saw this in a little town here in Texas, and I'm like, I got to get that, and I got to wear it. So anyway, yeah. So, all right, let's talk about, until he gets here, let's talk about some things that's going on. Number one is, who is going to PulseCon? Am I going to see people at PulseCon coming up really quickly? First week or second, September 6th. Yeah. So it's right around the corner. And hopefully I'll see a lot of you out in Vegas because there's gonna be a lot of fun stuff to do. And I want to meet you all. So, Draco, I'm new to Hex. So excited loving freedom in Texas, man. Hey, number one, welcome to Hex. Welcome to the Hexican community. We're honored to have you. The big thing, Draco, is there's so many great people streaming. So if you need suggestions on, people to watch and really get educated on, there's a lot of smart people that are way smarter than I am. I just like talking to people, and, if you want to get technical, I can send you to a bunch of different places that you can get really technical. But thanks for being here, man. Appreciate it. Make sure you like, subscribe, share. And we're going right in it. So I'm going to plug this just because Corey's not in yet, but tomorrow I am talking to the CEO of love.io. So that should be really interesting because that's a really cool looking project. Been reading up on that, so that should be fun. So for people that are in chat, I know we go back and forth. So I'm going to just ask this question. Is Ethereum 2.0 going to beat PulseChain out? Anybody? So what's funny is that I don't really care because I get this question all the time in my streams, and I get this question sometimes even off stream, is like, people ask me like that question of like, well, is it, PulseChain gonna be late? I really don't care as long as it's done right. Correct? Because we do not want to put a really crappy product out that is failing or that can't handle the load that's going to have on it. Because what's going to happen is, I am telling you this, that PulseChain is going to be loaded. Like the amount of projects that are going to be coming on and launching is unbelievable. So the volume that is going to be transacting through that is going to be unbelievable. So I would just tell you that I would rather Richard just take his time and make sure it's right, because no one wants to do it twice, right? If you launch a crappy product, some of you may be business owners, entrepreneurs, whatever. It's just like a business. You don't want to put a product out there, right? And then like all of a sudden it's crap, and now you're going backwards and trying to start over. So we don't want to do that. So Crypto Nate, he chimed in and said no. So, but I think POW Ethereum will. Okay. Expanded, yo, what's up? Thank you guys for being in. Please share this, tweet it. I'm waiting for Corey to come in. He was having issues with, those great technical issues that you have sometimes when you're trying to stream. He was having that. How many of you, since I'm wearing this hat, how many of you have heard of the Texan token? Have you looked at it? What do you think about it? And really, what do you think about this hat? Like, what does that mean to you? You know, like it was funny because I was talking to my daughter about it, and she said, well, doesn't that mean that nobody could come into into Texas anymore? So it was kind of interesting. Interesting. So I was just reading. Sorry, I was reading a comment from Corey. He's having issues. His computer's locked for some reason. So yeah, kind of weird. So let me go back on the Texas token. Not that we're not talking about, I mean, we could talk about that if we get Corey in here, but we talked about it with Rags on Spaces. Yes, we did. So Rags is the man on the Texan token, and Crypto Heartbeat. Those two guys are just rocking that. The big thing about it that I love is that it's, and especially, I'll just say this flat out. I love Rags because Rags is not anybody that's pushing you to it. He would tell you the first thing, go buy some Hex, so I love that. It's not like they're like holding a gun to your head saying, hey, you need to do this. So, and I love that. So that's just one of the many that's going to be launching on PulseChain. There's so many great projects coming up. And also in the NFT space, there's going to be some great things launching. But anyway, we're waiting on Corey, and I'm not sure if he's going to get in or not. I'm just going to type to him real quick. Sorry, guys. Thank you for hanging in there. Okay. It sounds like we may have Corey may not be able to make it in. So that's too bad. He has something locked on his computer and he can't get it open. So not sure. So here's the deal. If anyone wants to come in and we can chat about anything you want, I'm going to open it up here. All I ask is that you, at least have clothes on and you keep it clean. So I'm gonna drop this here real quick. And if you want to come in and talk about anything in the space, jump in with me and I'll bring you on here and we'll talk about what's going on with you or anything. I don't care. If you want to come jump on the stream with me, we'll chat. And yeah. So anyway, again, we were going to have Corey Costa on tonight. It sounds like he may not be able to make it on because of a computer issue. He's got some kind of BitLocker. His computer's locked from a BitLocker recovery. So I'm not even sure what that is. That's above my technical knowledge. But yeah, if you want to jump in, feel free to come in with me, and we'll chat about it. So the hat. Chris, what's up, my man? Thanks, brother. Interesting, Draco. Interesting. I can't read Elo. Doma. I'm terrible at the hat. So are you asking what's up with the hat, or what are you asking? So yeah, if you're wanting to know what's up with the hat, go to Texit. Look up Texit. That's TEXIT, and that will lead you to why I'm wearing this hat. Anyone want to jump in with me tonight? If not, we're going to just freestyle it, and I won't keep you long because I'm probably boring. I wanted to say I'm missing my sidekick, VHEX, tonight. She has been working her tail off because, number one, she does a ton of stuff for the community, but she has been preparing the PulseMaster golf tournament in Las Vegas for PulseCon, and she's just been pushing. So she just said, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it because I need to just concentrate on some stuff she's doing. All respect to her. She's a great lady, and really doing great things for our community and onboarding people, and I appreciate what she's doing. So anyone got any questions for me or any topic that you want to discuss? I didn't come too prepared to talk about other stuff. I was going to let Corey do all the talking because he's probably better at it than I am. But so here's a question that I get sometimes, and I want anybody in the stream can answer it, is why would I have liquid hex? What does that do for me? Anybody got to chime in on the chat there? They want to talk about that? So we've got 14 in right now, and appreciate all you guys being here. Again, we're trying to get Corey in. He's having some computer issues, so I'm not sure if it's going to come in. He's going to come in tonight, but I apologize again for that. It's just sometimes technical stuff happens, right? Nothing we can do about it. Okay, so I like this answer, Hex Bandit. So I ask why would you have a liquid hex, right? And price appreciation and not locked, right? So, I mean, that makes sense. That makes really a lot of sense. So here's what some people are doing. And I think my personal opinion is I have staked and I have liquid, and I have liquid because I don't want to break a stake if I need money, right? I mean, that's the truth. So what's happening, and you guys know this, if you stake everything you got, you're going to take a hit to pull that thing out, right? So yeah, I mean, that's price appreciations. Let's see who we got. We got Crypto Nate. What's up, Nate? To match the T-shares you stake. Okay, Coco. Isaac, sell the top. Yeah, Isaac, to sell and live, right? I mean, so that's funny because sometimes when you say that, people are like, oh, you should be staking everything. You should be staking everything. But honestly, people, everyone's not staking everything. I mean, if you're staking everything and you need money and you pull it out, you're taking a hit. What's up, Torin? Thanks for jumping on, checking in. So for people that are just coming in, I was going to have Corey Costa on tonight, but he's having computer issues, cannot get in his computer. The feds have locked him out. No, I'm kidding. I really don't know, but I did throw in an invite if anybody wanted to come on with me. More than happy to share the screen, and we can talk about anything you want, a project, what you want to do when PulseChain launches, whatever. So I'll post that one more time here. If you want to jump in, feel free. There's the link right there. Again, just make sure you have some clothes on, and you keep it clean, please. But so, are you bullish on this right here, PulseX? Are you bullish on PulseX? Because it's funny, because a lot of you watch a lot of, I watch a lot of streamers, right? And I'm sure most of you do. I mean, you're here watching me, and there's probably better people to watch. But anyway, some people are bullish on it, and some people aren't. It's kind of an interesting take. So I think it's interesting. I think it's interesting to hear all the different opinions and all the different strategies. And every person's got a different strategy or a different opinion on it, right? I mean, and that's not like right or wrong. I don't really know. PulseX, me personally, I'm pretty bullish on it, right? But that doesn't mean everybody else has to be bullish. What's up? Isaac, even Richard says to take profits. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Crypto Nate, hell yeah. Robert, good evening, everyone. Or yes, I'm bullish on PulseX. Thank you, Robert. Thanks for chatting, man. Thanks for letting me know that. What do you guys want to talk about? What do you want to know about? Last week I talked to Owen from the producer of the movie Mooch, and I thought that was a cool interview, and I was blown away by kind of what they're trying to do. So they're really trying to bring in Hexicans into like the movie industry, which I thought was really cool, and giving them an opportunity to invest. And then if you invest, I guess you get into the movie or something. They have different things there. But I thought that was a cool concept that they're doing. If you're interested, I can post something on here, but it's pretty cool. I was thinking about that again today, that conversation was really cool. And also I didn't realize that typically when they make a movie, they go to all these different festivals, right? It's kind of the launch of the movie, and they hope that it gets picked up type deal. And like, I think he said like a low budget movie now is like 300 million or something. I mean, some crazy number, like the money to me is just mind boggling when I think about that. PulseX will a beast, but what won't Pulse also? Let me read that. PulseX will be a beast, but won't Pulse also. Yeah. So how many of you actually got in the Pulse launch, like right before Pulse? I missed it. So I have PulseX, and I missed the Pulse stuff. I haven't been in very long. I mean, I came in last year late. Was it late last year? Yeah, late last year. I think it was October. I got into space. KNTX, good friend of mine. I had been in crypto with him years ago, and we both lost our butts on BitConnect. And I ran, man. I was like, I am not doing this crypto stuff anymore. And he was just extremely into it, studying it, and he stuck with it. And he's done very well. And he's been hitting me up for this Hex and all this stuff. And I'm like, all right, man, let me look at this. And then, I got back in it, but I wish I would have gotten into it sooner, but hey, we're still early to the game, right? Self-directed LLC Roth IRA for that, no tax gains. Yeah, it's good and bad, Isaac. So don't want to get into the financial world of talking, but I'd be careful with anything that is backed by that lovely dollar, right? So yeah. Anyway, that's all I'll say on that. ISAC Pulse day one, and not so much on PulseX. Cool, Torin. Thanks for sharing that. The Blair Witch Project first movie was only like 15 to 20 for the whole movie. Was shot on 2 cams and a decent computer. You know what, Robert? That's unbelievable, because I think there's other movies like that that's like low budget, and all of a sudden they just like get picked up and they make tons and tons of money. And what was interesting when we were talking to them is that they have made, I think it's their 4th movie, and they've made profits on every movie, which I guess is very rare. Like a lot of movies they don't make it. Like they make no money at all. They lose money. So pretty cool. Pulse. Absolutely, Torin. Hexbandon, miss Pulse. Heavy for me. PulseX. I'm right there with you. Yeah, very early for both. Torin, that's something I talk about a lot, and like people don't get it. Like we're so early, and I know people are tired of hearing this because I have a really hard time with this, but be patient, right? I'm telling you, after this crappy time we're having right now with all the drops, this thing is going to come back like a madhouse, like no one's ever seen. And so just hang on, people. Just sit tight, hang on, find a hobby. Don't concentrate on your crypto and your money. Let it be. And I'm telling you what, 8, 9, 10 months, better hold on. We're gonna be riding hard. So, I mean, like, it's coming, and everybody stay positive on that. PulseX bullish short term 2 years. PulseChain 2 to 5, both are amazing. Yeah, it's funny. I say everyone's got a different take on that. Like timeline, I have no idea. I'm just like doing what I think I'm supposed to do, and that's all I can do. Torin, we haven't even seen day one. Imagine buying BTC or PLS at day one. This is one that, Torin, that's a great point. Like, there's a lot of rich people from BTC, and it's not from when they came in late. It's when they bought early, right? I mean, it's like anything. So, yeah, good point. Yeah, BTC and Ethereum, you meant. Yeah, I got it, man. I got it. Let's see. Not financial advice, but if we miss the sack, should I still buy after launch? Again, not asking for financial advice, just wink twice. You know what's funny, man, is like, I don't think that's financial advice. I think each and every one of you are different in your circumstances with your finances. Like, some people will probably jump on that like crazy, others won't. So when things launch, I'll just kind of tell you what I'm thinking of doing. When things launch, I'm going to wait for a while until I think it's kind of settled, I guess is my point. Because, yeah, there's going to be this big uppity, and this is just my opinion, guys, no financial advice at all. I think there's going to be this big up, and then it's going to come down, we're going to level out. So anyway, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Torin and PulseChain is going to show all of the crypto what a DeFi blockchain is supposed to be. Amen to that. Amen to that. And to that statement right there, Torin, that is why it's taking so long to get it launched, because we all know this. Like, it has to be the best. It has to be completed. It has to work 100% of the time, right? Because that right there, it's going to be people. Richard is changing the financial systems. I don't know if anybody understands that yet, but this is this will revolutionize crypto and all of our finances. This could even open up some banking doors to some banking that, that's all I'll say on that for Hexicans. Love your hat, Samantha. Thank you for coming on. Love your hat. Good evening, all. Good evening to you as well. Buy the dipped after launch. Always a dip. Isaac, that's kind of what I was saying. Like some people will just jump right at launch, and a lot of times that's a big peak time, and then it dips back down and it levels out. So I agree with you on that one, Isaac. BTC is spaghetti code and ETH is the Band-Aid chain. You know what's funny is like, there is some good parts to, I'm not going to say BTC, but there is some good parts to ETH, Ethereum. And obviously we're going to use some of the good parts, but we're just going to build it much better and add so many things that are going to blow them out of the water, quite honestly. So, Traco, I'm glad we're still early. I need some money soon, like everyone, I'm sure. Yeah, man, it's you know, I feel you, man. I feel you because here's, I had someone hit me up the other day that asked, how do I pull out? You know, they're trying to figure out how they can get money out without paying fees, and there's no, I mean, like, there's no way to do it because they were really hurting. They had put every penny they had into a project, and yeah, obviously the dips right now are tremendous. I felt bad for them, but I didn't even know what to even tell them. I mean, other than to try to educate them on, you know, I would tell anybody, don't put all your eggs in one basket. I mean, it's, you got to diversify. Obviously, I love RH projects. I'm involved in all of them, but that doesn't mean I put 100% of my finances in it, right? And I want people to understand that, like, don't do that. Yeah, you can't live. Quit. Don't take your whole paycheck and throw into a crypto project. The other thing, and I know I'm talking like a soap, you know, like I'm just chatting right now, and maybe some of you are sick of it already, but one thing that I will tell you is that people quit buying things that the shiny red new thing without doing your homework and researching. There's so many people that are getting wrecked because they're throwing money at things that look good and people are selling it to you really, really well, and you're losing your ass, right? So be careful. Watch what you're doing. So anybody that's just joining, I was supposed to have Corey Costa. I think it's Costa or Costa. Sorry, Corey. I don't know your live. But he is not going to be on. He said, I'm sorry. This has never happened to my computer. His computer, it got locked. And I'm honestly blaming it on the feds, man. I mean, I really am, because Corey, you're like big time. So anyway, he is not going to be able to make it. I did throw the studio link in the chat. So if you wanted to come on and talk about, you know, a project, coins, questions, whatever, feel free to jump on with me. I'll bring you in the green room. We can chat. But I'm just kind of talking. If there's something you want to know about, great. I'm going to kind of push something that of my own here real quick too. And maybe some of you have seen it, but I just launched the Syndicate Apparel website. So it's syndicateapparel.shop. So what that's all about is obviously Discourse Syndicate and the E3 Syndicate, which some of you aren't familiar with yet, is being launched here for too long. And I won't talk about it because it's not really my project or not part of what I'm doing. But, you know, please go over and support this Discourse Syndicate. The deal is, guys, I stream on here because I like the people that are involved, because what you guys see is like, you see us on this camera, right? But you don't see all the things they're doing in the background for everybody, like all the hexagons, whole stuff. I mean, it's unbelievable what they're doing, like the crew, you know. So syndicateapparel.shop. Please go over and check it out and let me know. Give me feedback on it. That shirt back there, this side, is one of them. So it's kind of cool. I had that one just come in. I just had it printed. All righty. Expanded. What's happening? Oh, my handle, T-Rob Assets. You can hit me up on T-Rob Assets is my Twitter. You can hit me up on there. Oh, lost a lot. Never mind. Okay. So anybody else want to talk about anything? I mean, it's been about 30 minutes. You probably heard enough from me. I don't want to keep you all night, especially if I don't have a guest. I'll tell you what BizPulse is about, because a lot of people ask me, like, what is BizPulse? Why did you pick that name? And I come from I guess you call it a serial entrepreneur. Like, I love to launch businesses. I love to build systems for businesses and turn them, right? So I have a lot of experience doing that, building and being successful in that side of things. But I also love to get inside a business and learn what people are doing, right? I love to hear like, I want more than just, for instance, like, okay, liquid loans. I want more than just like, what's the tokenomics of it? I want to know who you are. How did you get there? So I called it BizPulse. I came up with that name because we want to get in who the pulse of the business is, typically whoever started that or the idea. So that's what this show is all about. It's about discovering who we're talking to, diving into their project and learning who they are and what they're about. Because me, man, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I don't invest in anything unless I know the person, the team very well, right? So we hope to be able to build more on this BizPulse show of just really diving into who people are. And I know a lot of crypto people are like, I don't want people to know who I am, Well, honestly, you're probably not gonna get people to jump into your project if you're not open enough to let them know why you did something or who you are. So anyway, get off the soapbox. What's your Hex origin story? Thank you for asking that. So I got into Hex in October of the last year. I think it was October, somewhere around there. My story is I used to be in crypto a long time ago, lost my butt, got out of it, ran. I already said this earlier, but I'll say it real quick again. KNTX, he and I did stuff together. I got out, he stayed in. He'd been telling me, hey, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this. And finally I did. So that's my story. I'm not an OG. I'm just a guy that grinds every day, probably like all you guys, and just happy to be a part of the Hex community. What do you do on your spare time while waiting for your crypto? That's a good question, Robert. I have a family, so spend a lot of time with my family. But I have businesses, and I run a very large business right now. So I work. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Yeah, anytime, man. I love the questions. Keep them coming. I would be happy to get like a futon right now. I'm okay, hopefully. Draco. I get it, man. I get it. So, hey, in the comments, like, type a project that you're interested in or you're bullish in. Just put it in there. Just a title, and let's talk about it. So, yeah. No. Okay. Anyone in the chat want to come in and talk about project, talk about who you are, how long you've been in the Hex world? Yeah, I mean, you don't even have to, if you don't want to flip your video on, you don't have to. I understand that some people don't want people to see their face. Yeah, but if not, I totally get that as well. So we're almost about 40 minutes. I wanted to, first off, I did want to push PulseCon 2022. How many of you have PulseCon 2022 tickets? Who is going to PulseCon that I can actually meet? I'm going to be out there with RG, KNTX, the whole crew, like lots of folks, Crypto Heartbeat, Rags. Yeah. So, okay. So Hex and Pulse, that's it. Hey, I feel you. I feel you. That's good, man. It would be nice. Let's see. It would be nice to see an on-off ramp for PulseChain, either a Richard project or a Hexagon project. Robert, it's being built right now. Yeah. Been in Hex 3 days. I don't know if that's true or not, but cool. If you have, welcome, man. I would, or I go to PulseCon, but I am oh, okay. Got you, man. Got you. Yeah, you know, dude, it's expensive, man. Like the tickets and then going out there, it's not like it's like dropping the bucket, right? I mean, well, yeah. Anyway. So what's your take on what Hex is going to do when PulseChain launches? Because there's been a lot of different discussions on that. So what is your take on what Hex is going to do when Pulse launches? Anybody got anything on that? Let's see here. I'm gonna do something else real quick here. Let me launch another site. Since I'm flying solo, we were going to have Corey on. We'll have to get him back on. I really want to talk to him. The guy is very knowledgeable about all these projects and all the coins. And I'm sorry, these having technical. Let's see. Bear with me just a second. I'm trying to launch another page here. No. Chrome tab. The Nick Barrel. Yeah, it's not working. So I'm having technical difficulties as well, people. Anyway, Pelican 369. What's happening? Thanks for. I'll be in Vegas. Would be great to meet you. You as well. You know what's funny? What I've been thinking about is like, how are we going to know each other, right? Like some people may know me just because they see I'm this goofy guy with big beard and stuff, but how am I going to know who the heck you guys are? So that's going to be interesting. Could everyone just wear a name tag? Like, you know, and just if you want to wear a mask, you can, but wear a name tag. Sugar Bee, welcome. Hey there. I usually catch the replay. If there's a branch of ETFs and POW, I think that means there will be versions of Hex for the bags on PulseChain. If there's a branch of ETH, I think that means there will be versions of Hex for bags on PulseChain. Well, I don't know if I understand your question, Robert, but Ethereum, there will be like Ethereum Hex, right? And then there will be, I think that's what you're referring to, and then there will be like PulseX, right? I mean, it's gonna, because you're gonna get both, right? So what you have right now is going to be doubled if you're staking it or have it in the right wallet. But anyway, I think that's what you're saying. All right, peeps. Well, I'm going to get out of here. It's been about 45. Sorry I didn't have Corey on tonight. We will get him on next time. He had computer issues. He said he was so sorry. Never has happened to him before. But we'll get him on again. And I appreciate you guys tuning in. And thanks so much for just the support of every one of the streams. I highly recommend you go, check out, if you haven't seen, I'm sure you have, you're on here chatting with the captain, KNTX, but Crypto Heartbeat's amazing, Rags to Riches, K4K, goodness, Corey Costa, I mean, he is phenomenal, has great stuff. But yeah, reach out on Twitter if you have questions or if you need somewhat of a guidance of who you should be listening to. I'll tell you who I listen to and watch and try to learn from. But I'm going to get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. You guys be blessed. I'll catch you actually tomorrow night, same time. I've got Anders he's the CEO of love.io. So it's a cool project. I'm excited to talk to him and to learn more about that project. Good night, everybody. Take care. I'll see you next time.